another happy hour hang. How are we feeling? How are we doing? All of that fun stuff, that good stuff. I see everyone is already in the chat, which you know I love to see. Canna Grandma is here, Jessica is here, Jonna is here, George is here, Maribel is here, Maria, Paige as well. My gosh, of course it just jumped. Bex is here from my TikTok live. Miss Mika is here. Jessica, Patty. I am seeing everybody. Nessa is here. George, Poetry Chick, Patty, Robert, Jelena. Hello, Joy is here as well. Care Bear Gratitude. Dave is here. Vanessa. Oh my gosh, Abby is here as well. LB is here. Crimson Rose, Brittany, Betty, Epic Turtle. Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome. I am so, Lacarm is here as well. I am so happy to see everybody in the chat. I love seeing you guys check in. Melissa, Adon, Christine, Angela as well. Trying to shout out as many people as I can as I see you. Nicole, Jessica. You guys, Tamra is here. Lisa, we are sending you so much love, Lisa. Cass is here as well. Cass, I hope you had a fantastic, fantastic vacation. Cass was with her family in Michigan. Christy, all is well. I am just so happy to see everybody. I love it. Jelena said, what's up, kings and queens? And that is so true. Because we have literally the best freaking people here in the House of Hill. You guys, we have so much to get into on this happy hour hang. Shout out to Nicole. Nicole said, this is my first live. So excited. Nicole, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We love hearing that this is somebody's first live. I hope you will come back and tune into many more lives after this. Let's see. Also, Talsy is here too. Cassidy said, pause my PLL rewatch to tune into the happy hour hang. I freaking love it. Miss Mika, I live for these hangouts too. Autumn, hey Madison, have you seen the promo for Emily in Paris for the new season 4? It's my new guilty pleasure. Autumn, I love Emily in Paris, and I know people think it's cringy because, I don't know, everyone always thinks things are cringy these days. Autumn, yes, I've been seeing the promo. Yes, I've been seeing the looks. Yes, I am obsessed, and I literally cannot wait. And I don't care what anyone says. I know people have criticized Emily in Paris for its interpretation of Parisians, but I watch Emily in Paris, and it makes me want to go to Paris even more. So I want a croissant. I want to sit and have wine, out looking all of Paris. Like, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. We are talking about Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, you guys. We are talking about Fire Rose and Billy Ray. We're talking about Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez. We're getting into a lot of Katy Perry tea. We're talking about Kris Jenner and Khloe Kardashian, and Kris Jenner trying to weasel her way into Khloe Kardashian's dating life. Then we are obviously talking about the birthday girl, the birthday queen, Selena Gomez. We're going to talk about Justin and Hailey, which I know Justin and Hailey tea on Selena's birthday is going to have people feeling some type of way, but that's just how the tea cookie crumbled today, you guys. And then I have a little Tavis tea to end this happy hour hang. So we have actually a ton to get into today, Tamra. Yes, Dave, The Alchemy is another Travis song. It is, and it is absolutely chef's kiss incredible. Vanessa said, question, have we been able to confirm that Kourtney and Travis are actually divorcing? Also, how do you feel about Biden stepping out of the race and Harris being our nominee? Vanessa, I do not think, oh my God, Georgia Peach, you're amazing. You're amazing. Thank you so much. That was so sweet. What a way to freaking get this happy hour hang started. Thank you, Georgia Peach. I love you. You are amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am not fully buying into the Kourtney and Travis rumors. People have been asking me about those for a couple of weeks. I am not buying into those personally right now. Obviously, that can change. I need to see a little more in order for me to fully buy into that. As far as I feel about Biden stepping down, I think that that is the best thing that could have, I think it needed to happen. I think it needed to happen, and I honestly feel for the man, and I hope after this is done, he can rest and relax because he's earned it. So I'm happy he's stepping down. you guys know I'm very sensitive towards elderly people. We've like talked about this. I don't remember if we talked about it on this happy hour hang. We've talked about it before. We've talked about it on TikTok Live. We've talked about it on the members only live. I'm very, very sensitive towards elderly people. I feel like we need to protect them at all costs. And so seeing him the past couple months especially, I'm like, I don't know. It was something in my heart. So I agree, Marie. No need to make fun. I think it's for the best interest of himself. And I think that's admirable. And I think I'm glad that he is stepping down. I'm not surprised that he, said that he would endorse Kamala, obviously. We'll see what happens whenever the official nominee is announced. I know everyone's pushing towards her, but until they come through and say, this is the candidate, but no, I think that's a good thing. I think you got to put yourself and your health at some point. That has to become a priority. And I think that's a lesson that we all need to remember. Like, you can serve and serve and serve and serve and serve and serve and serve, but you also have to take care of yourself and your health, because you can't serve anyone if you're not taking care of you. You know what I mean? Tabitha, that's incredible. Marcus and I got the venue and set our date. We love to hear it. We absolutely love to hear it. That is incredible news. As far as the rumors, I see you guys saying, what rumors? So there are rumors about Kourtney and Travis, and it's been like grumblings, a lot of stuff on TikTok and things of that nature. And you guys know I'm very hesitant to always buy into all of that right away. So until I hear a little more validity, in my opinion, of the Kourtney and Travis rumors, I'm not buying into them yet. There's not to say that, who knows, by Wednesday, maybe something will come and convince me otherwise. But as of right now, I'm not personally buying into any Kourtney and Travis rumors. I want to shout out Lauren. Hi, Madison. I've been an after watcher and been with you since Holly Scoop. Just had a baby. And thank you for being so consistent and giving us something to watch always. Oh my God, Lauren. Congratulations. That's amazing. I love that. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being here. I saw another question too, I thought. Maybe not. Maybe I missed it. I saw someone else pop in. Oh, I wanted to make sure I said hello to Jasmine, because I didn't get to tell her hello when she popped in. But yeah, you guys, it was a crazy, crazy weekend, but we all made it. We're all here. We made it for our happy hour hang, and I am so thankful, because you guys know we look forward to this hour and a half together every Monday and Wednesday, where we can just kind of forget whatever craziness is happening, and we get to just hang out with our friends and fam and get into the tea. Miss Jackie X, you are so fine. Never apologize for being late. You are totally okay. We have a lot to get into. Like I said, we're talking about Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. We're talking about Fire Rose and Billy Ray. We're talking about Ben Affleck and J-Lo, Katy Perry. We're talking about Kris Jenner and Khloe Kardashian, Selena and Benny, Justin and Haley. And then we will end with a little Tavis tea. You know, on Selena's birthday, we couldn't not have any Selena tea. Miss Cass, Jax is asleep. Let the fun begin. Why do I feel like that was an evil laugh? Like, correct me if I'm wrong. Only time JJ is allowed his iPad is when Jax naps. Finally, a non-interrupted tea time. Hi, House of Hill. Cass, I live for it. It's like Jax knew you needed this tea time after vacation to just still rest, recoup, and get into it. Shout out to Zachary, usually an after watcher. Let's wish Selena a happy birthday. Yes, absolutely. I also love whenever our after watchers are able to tune in live. So I'm so happy, Zachary, you're able to watch live today. Also, shout out to Veronica, first time watching you live. Hello. Hi, Veronica. I hope you'll hang out and stick around with us and subscribe and join the House of Hill. Lizzie just tuned in, Real Life Southern Barbie. We also have Crystal and my sister just tuned in as well. Mr. Mraz is here too. I'm on my way to my Special Olympics softball game today in Greenwood, and we are called the Rocking Rookies. Oh my gosh, amazing. amazing, 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 and you tried out for American Idol. So we are sending you all of those positive vibes. Jeremy, it's been so long. Yes, hi Jeremy, I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy you're tuning in. Welcome. I feel like going live on TikTok, you guys, some people have forgotten about me since the old days, and then they're seeing me and they're like, you're still on YouTube? And I'm like, oh, still on YouTube, still going strong. And we have our membership. That's what all the green names are in the chat. And we are having so much freaking fun. So if you want to join the House of Hill membership, don't forget, you just go to my channel homepage, and it is easy to join right there with the membership. You get access to a members only live, a members video every Friday. You get access to our group chat. Your name is highlighted. It is truly, truly so much fun. Miss Miley is here as well. I'm so happy that you are here, Miss Miley. Bex, I'm so happy your lashes already shipped. That is incredible. You guys, and I actually posted a YouTube short on these too. You know, it's funny. Lashes were always the main thing I would get trolled about. And I don't even have my lash extensions on anymore. Instead, I've been using the Kiss Impress self-adhesive lashes. Shay uses them too. These are our new obsession. I haven't even admitted on YouTube yet or told anyone yet that I have not had lash extensions because they look the exact same. And so I just tagged them in my last video. I did a tutorial on how to put them on, and I tagged the product. Bex was in my TikTok live where I was talking about these because we've been talking about them a lot. And so Bex, I'm so pumped for you that your lashes already shipped. You're going to be literally obsessed. Oh, George, please tell Vicky we said hello as well. Tell her I said hi. Let's see. Matt in Canada, I've been looking forward to House of Hill all day, enjoying dinner, watching with my wife now from Canada. Oh my God. I love when couples watch the tea together. I love it so much. It just literally makes my heart so excited. Jessica said, I'm still trying to find the cream. Oh yeah, so I don't get Miss Kris Jenner's neck. Yes, the Go Pure neck cream. Iconique. Iconique. We got to find some way for it to get shipped to the UK, Jessica, because that's just unfair. We can't be having that. I agree with you. Neen, I'm an after watcher. Hello to all of our after watchers. We love you. We ship you. You're the best. Thank you for tuning in whenever you can. I really, really appreciate it. And shout out to all of our international House of Hill members as well. We do have a lot of Canadians in the chat, which honestly, I feel like my vibe matches the Canadians because you all are so kind, positive, and lovely. So I feel like we're right here. We're right here. Also, my sister and I are hoping to, I kind of mumbled there. My sister and I are hoping that we get to go to Canada and see Taylor Swift. So fingers and toes crossed. Tickets are looking a little out of bounds and wild, but you never know. If you manifest it right, it can work. It can work. Also, Nicole, that is so sweet that your husband said that. I really appreciate it. Hello to you both. Okay, let's go ahead, you guys, and get into this tea because we have a lot to get into, and I want to make sure we have plenty of time to really flush all of this tea out. Yes, Real Life Southern Barbie, go check out the tutorial. There's a shortened one on YouTube and a longer one on TikTok. And I saw JC say that I don't have TikTok. I feel like I'm missing out. The difference between YouTube and TikTok is TikTok, you can post longer vertical videos. Here, the vertical videos can only be a minute long. So I usually try to post a condensed version on YouTube, but TikTok is where the longer versions go, or on Instagram Reels as well. Don't feel left out. You guys know if you are not on TikTok, I do my best to make sure I give everyone plenty of myself. Some people probably think it's a little too much, Madison. You know what I mean? And Brittany's, I don't have Instagram. Totally okay. You know, as long as you have something and we're able to connect, that's what I love. And also, you guys know, I do love TikTok and Instagram, but my first one true love is YouTube. Is right here. Right here, right here, right here. Because I feel like this is where we all connected in the first place, and I just, like, love it. You know what I mean? Miley, I live for you. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead. Well, JC, you're cooking with gasoline. You're cooking with gasoline. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and get into this. Kicking things off, talking about Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. Shiloh's attorney, you guys, is speaking out for the first time about her name change, okay? Terry, we don't have Ariana Grande news today, but really quick, and then I'll continue on. I was watching Law & Order SVU in the background while working today, and Ethan Slater popped up on an episode, and I was literally like, Ethan Slater had a little cameo on Law & Order. He was just on one episode, but Ethan Slater was on one episode of Law & Order SVU, so just had to say that. Anyway, you guys, Shiloh, a jump scare, Jelena, a literal jump scare. Anyway, you guys, Shiloh's attorney spoke out in a statement to People magazine. His name is Peter Levine. He noted that the media should be more careful with their reporting, quote, especially when covering a young adult who has made an independent and significant decision following painful events and is merely following the legal process. So I guess a lot of people have been criticizing Shiloh Jolie for announcing the name change in the LA Times. People felt like she was trolling for attention, like that was unnecessary. But her attorney clarified in this statement that she didn't take out an ad in the LA Times to just announce her name change. Apparently, you have to do that under California law, which what a weird law. I'm not surprised. Obviously, we have crazy laws here. But California law states that an attorney is required to publicly publish a legal notice for any name changes. This is true. A family attorney actually backed it up to People magazine in a separate report. You have to publish an ad for 4 weeks in a row before a hearing can be scheduled to do the name change. So this attorney noted that this is just Shiloh doing what Shiloh needs to do, and that if Brad wanted to, he could come to court and say, for example, that Shiloh's been alienated against him by the mother, but because she is no longer a minor, she can essentially call herself whatever she wants. So she is going through with the name change. Oh, you have to publish name changes in New Jersey too. Okay, interesting. I didn't know that. I'm wondering, is this just a name change? Do you have to do that whenever you get married and you want to change your name? Or is that just maybe for this situation? If you have to do that when you get married, that's literally nuts. Like taking out an ad in the paper, I'm changing my name to my married name. But I didn't see anyone hating on Shiloh. Obviously, we've discussed her name change here, but if people have been hating on her and trolling her for that, that's crazy. Like, we shouldn't be trolling someone. We can discuss it. And I feel like we've had really valuable discussions here. But the fact that people were trolling her for it, that just feels a little out of bounds. I do want to shout out Elizabeth. Hi, I'm Elizabeth, also an after watcher. Been watching you since Holly Scoop. I have a 5-month-old baby girl. It's hard to get on for the live. Well, Elizabeth, I'm happy you're able to tune in. And please give that little baby a little squeeze for us. I love that our House of Hill family is always growing. I love, love, love to hear it. Okay, Miley said I didn't do it. Okay, no, so not when you're changing your name for your married name, but just obviously for this situation, she had to change it. Interesting. Dave said if you're trying to divorce and can't find them to serve papers, you can place a notice in a newspaper, same kind of deal. Okay, interesting. I'm learning so much and about this law, but no, people will hate on anyone for anything. Woe is Brie. We're just talking about Shiloh Jolie right now. So you haven't missed too much. You haven't missed Selena T. Diana. But whether we agree or disagree, I don't think we need to drag Shiloh for it. If this is what she feels like she needs to do, okay. I think for me, name aside, I do hope eventually her and Brad Pitt can have a better relationship. We've talked a lot about this, about Brad and Angelina's past and how we feel like they're just two toxic people who got together. But I hope eventually they can, have a better functioning relationship, name change aside. But yeah, dragging Shiloh for following the law. Obviously, none of us here in the House of Hill have done that, but the internet was interneting, you know what I mean? In not a cute way. So I'm happy that her lawyer spoke out and kind of set the record straight. I feel like that was necessary. You know what I mean? Okay, Zachary said, let the girl live. She'll always be a pip, but it's her journey, not the public's. Exactly. It's a weird law, but whatever is best for them. Yep, exactly. Jelena said, I mean, I know she's young, but there's no way she didn't think it would gain. Right. Oh, she knew I would gain a little bit of attention for sure, but probably not the dragging. They will drag anybody. Cass said, it's her choice. I don't support it, but I'm not her, so I hope people leave her alone. Exactly. And Jessica said never, but I still think Angelina has had a word or two. Oh, for sure. I think Angelina was probably overly supportive of this, but you know, that is their decision. And at the end of the day, like I said, I just hope that their relationship will improve, name aside. You know what I mean? But let's go ahead, you guys, and move on and get into the Fire Rose and Billy Ray Cyrus tea that we have, because their divorce saga is continuing. For those of you who don't know, Billy Ray Cyrus and Fire Rose are in the midst of divorce proceedings. We've been talking about it since he filed, and it has been so dramatic. Like, we think Brad and Angelina are dramatic in core. Honestly, Billy Ray and Fire Rose are giving them a run for their money. It is tit for tat. They're at each other's throats. And now the latest development, you guys, is according to legal documents obtained by TMZ, Fire Rose is now asking to go to Billy Ray's house to pick up some belongings that are still there. However, she doesn't want Billy Ray to be there when she goes to the house. I'm laughing. Shay said, I cannot take it seriously anytime you say Fire Rose. Literally me. She was legally given the green light, you guys, to go get things from the house at the end of May. But Billy's legal team said, you don't even need to come to the house. Everything that you own has been put into a storage unit for you. So all of her stuff has already been moved out. It's in the storage unit. But she's claiming there's still some things in the house that Billy Ray didn't turn over to her. Okay? And she's saying she wants to be able to go in, go through the house, get the rest of her stuff without him being present. Now, Billy Ray obviously does not want that to happen. He wants to be present when she's there because he's concerned that she'll take things that belong to him or his children. He also told the court she has a history of burglarizing, which is like crazy accusation, but okay. Obviously, as a response to Fire Rose's request, Billy Ray has asked the court to have her make a list of specifically what she's looking for before granting her access to the house. And it sounds like he wants somebody who represents him. If he can't be at the house, he wants somebody who represents him to be there. He doesn't want her to be able to just go into the house willy-nilly by herself. Just absolute insanity. I don't know why I feel like this is getting worse every day, but it is truly getting worse every day. LB said, Billy Ray deserves everything coming his way. Ick, don't marry someone your daughter's age. Joy said, drama time, literally. Brittany said, so she wants a chance to take things that isn't hers. And Layla said, hi, I made it. Oh, starting theater this fall. That's so fun. I love it. Brittany said, I don't blame Billy Ray. Miley said, good looking out. Joy said she wants to go in and get some stuff she bought with that credit card. Okay, you guys, he did choose to marry her, Miss Jackie X. Honestly, fair. Honestly, fair. For me, I think the reason why I'm just a skosh skeptical is because of those charges she allegedly made on his credit card. Like the $96,000 credit card bill in a week period. Crazy. That on top of now I want to go into the house and I don't want him to be there because there's some things he left behind and I want to go get them. I don't know if it's just Billy Ray's team is working harder. I don't know what, but they really are painting Fire Rose in not the best light. I'm trying to keep an open mind. I'm trying to obviously not take too many sides here. But it's definitely, I just feel like it's not good for her. It's not good. George said, oh, great, the cradle robber married a burglar. Okay. George, that sounds like the start of a bad joke, doesn't it? The cradle robber walks into the bar and the burglar. Like, what? It is just, it's insane. I don't think either of them entered into this thing with the best intentions, and now it is just becoming an absolute headache for them both. Like, you know, Billy Ray did not think this divorce was going to be this dramatic, and now it is like every other day there is drama happening. It's all red flags, Jessica. It is all red flags. I just feel like it's a mess. Color said she wanted a sugar daddy, you know, and Epic Turtle said he needs to pay her to go away. I think that's the thing, though. I feel like he offered her a sum, but the sum was not what she was looking for. So now that's why they're fighting. Shay said checking her Instagram and her eyes are giving lights on, no one home. Shay! But it's just a situation that, you guys, is only, I feel like, going to get worse. If they are tit for tatting this bad now, can you imagine where this is only going to go? Like, this is just going to get worse. You guys know I personally have not taken Fire Rose seriously since she married a man with pigtail braids, but now this divorce is just getting more and more dramatic by the day, and I'm fully locked in. Like, I know that there's people who watch these videos and they're like, why do you care? Why do you care about Billy Ray and Fire Rose? I don't really, like, personally care about them, but I am locked and loaded into this drama. You know what I mean? Like, I'm now in. This is a reality show that I cannot change the channel on. I need to know what is going to happen because we're here. I'm locked and loaded. So Brittany is laughing at Shay. Jelena, I can't take Fire Rose seriously. Literally, Miss Jackie X, you know the pigtail braids will literally be the death of me. And I will use that photo every time I talk about them because the fact she saw him with the pigtail braids. Willie Nelson is the only man on this planet who can pull off pigtail braids, and I think we all know that. Billy Ray Cyrus with his pigtail braids and his smizing, never in a million and 1 years. So sorry, no disrespect. Again, you guys know, I've said if I were Miley Cyrus, I would literally be telling my family, y'all are too much, and I can't. Which, by the way, Miley did perform at Chateau Marmont this weekend, and she killed it. Cass said, since Jax is sleeping, there will be no bet, but he literally fell off the couch, so I missed all this tea, so I owe you for a distraction bet. I hope he is okay. I hope Jax is okay, but also Jax sounds like me whenever I'm sleeping. I love to roll around. Hopefully he is okay. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and move on and get into this Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez tea. Talk about going from one train wreck of a couple to another train wreck of a couple. You guys know he is trying to smize so hard in those photos. I just saw Color said his smizing, truly, too freaking much. I also want to shout out S. Aranda, a little late, but had a super bad day, and this is making things better. S. Aranda, I'm so happy this is making your day better. You know what? That's why we're here. We're here to giggle at Billy Ray's smizing and pigtail braids. That way we cannot think about our problems. That's why we're here. That's what these happy hour hangs were made for. Also, hi Vintage by Vandergrift. Do not apologize. I'm so happy you were on vacation and getting off your phone. There is nothing better. I'm so happy that you're here. Okay, you guys, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, they are getting further and further and further apart, you guys. So it has now been confirmed that Ben did not celebrate J-Lo's 55th birthday party with her, okay? Over the weekend, J-Lo celebrated her birthday in the Hamptons with a Bridgerton-themed birthday party. And let me tell you, the guests they were giving full costume, full Bridgerton fits, head to mother effing toe, okay? Full Bridgerton fits. Lots of people in attendance. Her family was there. Her mom was there. However, you know who wasn't in attendance? Ben Affleck. Multiple sources confirmed to People Magazine, because I know people hold People Magazine in high regard. Multiple sources confirmed to People that Ben was not there, okay? He is still in LA while she's still spending time on the East Coast. And I feel like after they didn't acknowledge the second wedding anniversary, you're not together for the 55th birthday party. It would be different if, like, J-Lo celebrated her birthday with like a small family dinner. But no, she had a full-on birthday party, full theme. If you're having a full theme and your husband doesn't show up, that tells me the problems are, we're getting to the end. We're getting to the end of someone's finally going to make a decision. Someone's finally going to say, it's a wrap. Betty said, J-Lo sang The Moment I Knew by Taylor Swift. It's getting to that point. It's getting to the point. I think they're donezo for sure, Crimson Rose. Yes, she had a Bridgerton-themed party. LaCarme, I'm living for it. I'm loving your red nails. You've influenced me getting red nails for my vacation to Colombia. Do it. I'm getting my nails redone tomorrow, and I'm doing red again, so we can be red nail buddies. I agree. I think they're definitely divorcing. I think they're definitely going their separate ways. I saw 901 Erica. I still think it's a cover-up because she's bombing hard. Like, you think they're faking the marriage problems because her career is tanking. I do think she likes that this is keeping her in the press, but I think this is past the point of no return, honestly. I kind of feel like if this was for PR, I feel like it's backfiring, and now, I don't know, I just feel like once you live separately for such a long time, that does eventually take a hit on the relationship. But you could be right. I would not put it past J-Lo to do a PR move like this. Like, I do think she would do something like that, but I think I always go back to Kim and Kanye, and remember at the beginning of the Panini how we would hear about how they were living separate lives. They were always doing their own thing. I feel like once we started to hear those reports consistently, that was when it was a wrap on their relationship. And the fact that they are still spending this much time apart, I kind of feel like it's only a matter of time until someone pulls the trigger and files. But I don't know. We'll see. We will see. I think now this is like, there is real issues going on. Again, the fact that she had like a big Bridgerton themed birthday and he wasn't there, I was kind of like, ooh, I don't know. You know, it would have been different if it was just a little get together, but a full on thing. Her mom's there and her husband's not there. I don't know. Unless I guess we hear he wasn't there for work. I don't know. I just think I think they're over. And I think it doesn't help that things with the tour and the album and the documentary also were not great. But yeah, it's just J-Lo's going through it. J-Lo's going through it, you know? I'm laughing. Juliana said, I never really paid attention to Ben Affleck until they got together, but he's given me the ick. Is it the cigarettes and the Dunkin' Donuts? It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone, you know? Superstar Bella said, J-Lo and Ben were living in a fantasy world. Sometimes it's just not meant to be. I know, and you know what's sad? You guys know I've said this before. Obviously now I'm like kind of fine with them. At this point I'm like, oh my God, someone get it over with already. But before, I did like the fact that they had come together after 2 decades. You guys know I say this all the time. I love that with like Nelly and Ashanti. However, they feel like they're in it to win it, unlike J-Lo and Ben. I loved the idea of this because I am a hopeless romantic, but yeah, it's just, I always go back to that Page 6 report where that source said that Ben Affleck was in like a midlife crisis cloud for 2 years, and now he's woken up and realized, what did I do? And I always go back to that report. I'm like, because sometimes, you know, men go through the midlife crisis just like how women go through menopause, and sometimes your brain can do funny things. And I always go back to that report from Page 6 of him like waking up and being like, uh-oh, I think I've messed up. So I don't know. At this point, I'm just ready for someone to make a move. And I see you guys all saying like A-Rod sipping this tea. But remember, A-Rod though was not faithful to J-Lo. He was sliding into girls' DMs. You know what I mean? For my Southern Charm people, Madison on there, Madison LaCroix. He was allegedly sliding into her DMs and offering to fly her out to come see him. So I do think A-Rod and J-Lo initially were a better fit until he started getting into girls' DMs. So I just think, I don't know. I don't know who is good for J-Lo. I honestly do not know. I truly could not tell you who I think she needs to be with. I think she needs to be single for a little bit and hang with the kids. Hang with the kids. Because those kids have been bounced around everywhere, and I cannot even imagine. I feel like it would be hard. George said A-Rod is a Z-Rod. I'm dead. Okay, let's go ahead, you guys, and move on and get into this Katy Perry tea. I'm laughing. Brittany said J-Lo is good for J-Lo. Honestly, Brittany, tea. The kids are teenagers, Cassidy. They're in their teens for sure. Okay, let's move on and talk about Katy Perry, you guys. So Katy Perry is reportedly unwell over her new single, Woman's World, flopping. We know that this music video has not been good. You haven't missed Selena Gomez TEA yet, you guys. We're going to get into Katy Perry, Chris and Chloe, and then Selena and Benny, then the Biebers, and then Tavis. So we've been talking a lot about Katy Perry's Woman's World because people have not been liking the song. People have not been liking the video, okay? And according to a new report from the Daily Mail, you guys, a source said that Katy is, quote, freaking out right now because she is aware of the feedback that Woman's World is getting. She is pointing fingers at everyone but herself. But the source says it is her own fault. This insider went into detail, you guys, about how working with Dr. Luke again was the biggest risk Katy could have taken. This report also pointed out that during Katy's 2018 deposition in the Dr. Luke and Kesha lawsuit, that Katy said she was only ever signed to a 3-album publishing deal with Dr. Luke. Obviously, we don't know what their new deal is, but there's been a lot of rumors online saying like Katy was contractually obligated to make this song with him. And this report is pointing out that that's not necessarily true because back in 2018, she said she was actually only contractually obligated to 3 albums. Anyway, you guys, when it came to working with him again this time around, she was allegedly warned against it, but, quote, ignored the pleas. This Daily Mail insider said, quote, she was insane to think that Dr. Luke was a good idea. She didn't listen to anyone. Instead of diving deep and creating art, she put something out that sounded like it could have been on an album of hers from 2010. The source also pointed out that Katy Perry put out a song about women empowerment without any women credited on the track. She has no female co-writers or producers credited. And the source said, quote, you don't make a song about female empowerment without basically all, you don't make a song about female empowerment with basically all men. Katy cannot identify with other women because she lives in her celebrity bubble. She knows nothing about what it's like to be a woman in the real world. She is not using her star power to make change in the world. She's using it to make money. Hot take. But what do we think? Also, I love it. Patty said, I need more water for this. This tea is hot, Patty. I get it. What do we think? I low-key kind of agree with everything this insider is saying. It is hurtful to say she can't relate to other women. She's not using her star power to uplift feminism. She's using it to make money. That is harsh. But as a viewer listening to it and watching the music video, that's how I felt. I felt like this is, again, old Katy Perry, nothing new. It was not giving me anything new to be excited about. You guys know I talked about it at length. I did not understand the music video. I was one of those people who was not getting it with satire. And she clapped back about that. We talked about it last week, being like, you can do anything, even satire. And you know there's nothing I hate more than when celebrities try to say I'm stupid because I didn't get it. I'm not stupid, okay? You should have made it abundantly clear that it was satire. That video was not giving satire. That video was giving, I don't even know. I don't even know what the video was giving. I want to show off my new body. I'm really proud of it. I've been working hard. Let's do a boob shot. Let's show my butt. Let's have a weird Trisha Paytas cameo because, I don't know, she was big on YouTube. Like, the whole thing was not cohesive. It was confusing. And also, to me, finding out there are no females credited on her album. You chose to make a song called Woman's World with Dr. Luke instead of, I don't know, looking to one of the, not millions, but one of the very talented producers that we all know? Like, call Julia Michaels. You know what I mean? I just feel like that is crazy to think that you put out a song called Woman's World, produced by a man who was awful to women, allegedly, but also the lawsuit was eventually put to rest, so take what you will from that information. It just makes no sense to me. It makes absolutely no sense. You guys, yeah, watch, if you haven't watched it yet, I mean, you can go watch it, but I will say it is literally confusing. I just think it was a huge flop, and I'm sure she's freaking out. I'm sure she's freaking out over this song flopping. Can you imagine you haven't put out a song in literally years, and then you finally put one out and you think you did something? You know, Katy Perry thought she was doing something with Woman's World. She said, oh, I saw the reaction to the Barbie movie. Oh, I saw how everyone's reacting online. Women are being uplifted. I'm going to release something that is just going to really get the girls together. And we listened and we said, Miss Katy, someone actually didn't watch the Barbie movie, because this is not giving women's empowerment like you think it is. And that music video for sure did not give. I did not feel empowered watching that video. I felt confused. Maybe that's just me, but other people who've watched it, I watched it and I was confused. I didn't get the bit. And Cassidy said it's giving 2000s feminism. It was, but I also think too, like, when I think of a classic example of 2000s feminism, I also think of Charlie's Angels, with the old one, with Cameron Diaz, Lucy Liu, and Drew Barrymore. Like, to me, even that movie, I know people have like kind of dragged as of late, but that is what I think of like 2000s feminism being, where they're BA girls, but they are dressed scantily clad, whatever. And even that, I feel more empowered watching Charlie's Angels than I did watching Katy Perry's music video. I just did not get the music video in the slightest, or the song. And I imagine she is panicking. If you have not released any music, this is what you release, and now you're expected to have to sell an album. Like Betty said, she's 2 decades too late. You know what I mean? I'm not into it. And you guys know I actually haven't been a Katy Perry fan for a little bit, because of how I've heard she was on set of American Idol. So I was really looking for her to come through strong with something to like change my mind and make me want to listen, but no. Bex, you're right. Everyone should listen to Little Mix's version instead. Little Mix, icons. And you know that is one group I am so sad that we don't have. So sad that we don't have. Yeah, you guys, I'm sure she's freaking out. I'm sure she's losing it. Also still crazy to me that people on her team said, do not work with Dr. Luke. And she said, I'm going to do it anyway because he gave me hits before. That's awesome. He gave you hits before, but now he just gave you reheated 2010s and it's flopping. It's flopping. Vintage by Vandergrift said, it's almost like these celebrities continue to behave like it's the same year they peaked in fam. Katy with the lack of awareness is so 2010. Honestly, Vintage by Vandergrift, the tea. I think she genuinely thought she could just give everyone what she's given them before. And this goes to show, honestly, we have evolved as a society. We are evolving because we're looking at this and saying, yeah, girl, it's not hitting for me anymore. And at least that should be some, you know what? That's the positive takeaway from the situation. Sometimes I'm not fully convinced we really are evolving. You know what I mean? But our reaction to Katy Perry's song and music video proves like we are evolving a little bit. So that's the positive. It's growth. It's growth, Jonna. And that is reassuring. That's the reassuring thing to take away from this. I saw Brittany said, Madison, do you think Katy can bounce back still? I think if she's going to bounce back, we have to get something that sounds completely different. It has to be completely different. And if her next single that she releases is not completely different, I don't know. Because people are really turned off by this. I mean, it's one of the most disliked videos on the internet. It's on the same list as JoJo Siwa's music video. I think she really is going to have to bring something pretty amazing. But I think the Dr. Luke connection is going to turn off a lot of people. As I see you guys saying, I think it's going to turn off a lot of people. And especially, again, no women are credited on the album and you're working with Dr. Luke, like kind of a double whammy of a PR nightmare in the eyes of the public, you know? So moral of the story, I don't know if she's going to be able to come back, but whatever she releases next has to be a complete 180, in my opinion. Also, if you're here and you haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, will you please go ahead and do so? That way people can make sure they're here for the Kris Jenner and Khloe tea, the Selena and Benny tea, Justin and Haley, and then the Tavis tea. Please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. Okay, we're going to go ahead and move on from Katy Perry and go ahead and get into this Kris Jenner and Khloe Kardashian tea. I do want to address Joy really quick. What did Dr. Luke do? Dr. Luke was the one who Kesha sued. They were at trial for a long time. She accused him of doing things to her physically, doing things to her emotionally, screwing her out of things that were rightfully hers music-wise. Dr. Luke was accused of a lot of things, and Kesha's working her way back now, but he really hindered Kesha's career there for a little bit, and it was so unfortunate. I mean, Taylor even actually donated money to Kesha in order to help her with her defense from Dr. Luke because it got so bad. It was really bad. She was a judge on American Idol too. I saw a couple people be like, wait, what? She worked on American Idol? Yeah, she was a judge. She was a judge on American Idol. She was kind of like the tough one. Like she was like the Paula Abdul / Simon, I would say. She tried to be the tough girl. Yes, they wouldn't let her out of her contract, so that's why she was suing for the musical side of things, but also suing for a lot of other things. So definitely difficult. But moving on, you guys, talking about Kris Jenner and Khloe Kardashian. So Kris Jenner, you guys, is reportedly wanting to meddle in Khloe's dating life. Who isn't? Kris is wanting to meddle. Kim is wanting to meddle. But this is coming from a new report from Closer UK. The insider said that Kris has a, quote, new rule book for Khloe to adhere to for her next man. The source noted that some of these rules include only dating high-profile men who are A-list or at least A-list connected, avoiding sports stars, which I think is that she needs to adhere to, and having a 3-month limit before going public with the romance. Also, I think not a horrible idea. This insider said Khloe, quote, doesn't want to feel forced into a relationship, and Kris has reportedly assured her she won't pressure her to pursue something that she doesn't feel is right. Ultimately, Kris reportedly just wants to help maximize Khloe's potential that her next relationship could have. My question for you guys is, do you see Khloe having a high-profile relationship? When I say high-profile, I mean Kylie and Timothy. People are very invested in that. Kendall and Bad Bunny. People are invested in that. Kim, when she was with Kanye, high-profile relationship. Kim dating Pete Davidson, high-profile relationship. I genuinely, and I don't know what it is, I feel like Khloe, I don't see her having a high-profile relationship like that. Okay, yeah, I saw Jen say no. Beck said, honestly, no. Jonna said, I want her with somebody low-key. I honestly feel like, Zachary said the same thing. I honestly feel like Khloe would fare better with somebody who is actually not A-list connected and not an A-list celebrity. I think she needs somebody who is just down bad for Khloe. She has dated the athletes. She's dated the A-list celebrities. It's never panned out well for her. And I just feel like at this point, everyone needs to back off and just let her find somebody, like in her own time. Cass said, okay, I'm a mama bear, but Kris needs to sit down. Khloe is an adult. Let her make her own decisions, good or bad. It's her life, and forcing her into something she doesn't feel won't work anyways. Cass, completely 1000% agree. I feel like it is helpful to say, you know, maybe wait 3 months before going public, maybe avoiding an athlete. Like, that is helpful mom advice, but beyond that, Cass, I'm with you. Like, saying they need to be A-list or A-list adjacent, that way, you know, you can raise your profile and have a high-profile relationship. I saw someone ask, do we think this is because of ratings for the show? I do think obviously, we know Kris cares about the show the most, so she is probably hoping that that would, you know, give a new storyline. People would be interested. People would want to know about Khloe's relationship. But honestly, you guys, I just genuinely don't know what it is about Khloe. I don't see her dating this A-list celebrity. Kim, yes. I mean, as we know, Kim has toyed with the idea of getting back with Odell Beckham Jr. That way she can have that NFL connection and try to dull Taylor's sparkle, which will never happen. But I see that for Kim. I see Kim wanting that A-list connection. I don't see it for Khloe. I don't, and I just think at this point she's been put through the ringer by men. I could see her just wanting someone who just wants her. And she deserves that. She deserves that. Miley, good point, honestly. Miley said, like, Kris is dating a high-profile dude. Honestly, fair. Like, Corey's profile has been elevated because of Kris. Yes, he had some celebrity ties, but I'm with you. I mean, he really, what raised his profile was dating Kris. Crimson Rose said, are we surprised, though? Kris has always wanted her daughter with certain people, and that's been the way they came to fame. Honestly, that is how no, you're not wrong. And all of you talking about Kris getting in her business, like Cass was saying, you know, I think Kris, too, has pushed Khloe and Tristan together so much. Like, I'm sure we've all seen that clip where Kris is, like, asking Khloe to give Tristan another chance. And Khloe's like, why do all of these, I know how great all of these guys are when I start dating them, but why does it take them messing up and screwing me over to realize how amazing I am? Like, they shouldn't have to cheat on me or do something to me in order to realize that I'm a good person and I deserve love and respect. The fact that Kris has even pushed Khloe to get back with Tristan at all is crazy to me. So I don't think you should be listening to her dating advice at all. And I think Khloe does know her worth now. I think Khloe is sticking to her guns. She knows what she wants in her next partner. And again, I hope that she doesn't let Kris get into her head too much. And I see her having a low-key relationship. I don't think she needs to be with anyone A-list connected or A-list adjacent. I just think she needs to be with somebody who's down for Khloe and appreciates how obsessed she is with her kids and appreciates she wants to be there for bedtime and be there for the nighttime FaceTime or whatever. You know what I mean? Instead of shaming her for it like some other people do. I said what I said Kris will never make fetch happen. T, completely agree. Autumn said, quick question, Madison, has Tristan even seen baby Theo yet? Didn't he just turn 2? Autumn, fantastic quick question. To my knowledge, Tristan Thompson has still not seen baby Theo in person, which that is the baby he had with Marley Nichols. That's the woman he got pregnant while he was still with Khloe. There's also been, you know, reports about him being behind on his child support with Marley and Jordan Craig. So hopefully those reports are old and he's gotten caught up, but you guys know, and I'm always a little skeptical of that man, and I always will be. Cassidy said, how about an aristocrat for Khloe? Honestly, Cassidy, I live for that. Can Sophie Turner hook her up with an aristocrat? That's the kind of man that Khloe needs. Abso-freaking-lutely. Brittany said, not to mention all the trauma from having to go through all that judgment and keeping it together for her kids. Also that. Vanessa said Khloe just needs to do exactly what she's doing, staying focused on her and her kids. Unfortunately, all of the Kardashian family have a bad track record when it comes to relationships. Not wrong. I also think it's funny. I mean, Chris was not faithful. So, pop me kettle. You know what I mean? Betty said, hate when partners say, I didn't know what I had until I lost him, her. Screw you. Betty, I agree. And that is Tristan Thompson's go-to thing. It's like, okay, well, but you also did it multiple times. That's where I struggle. That's where I struggle with him. You know what I mean? You guys know how I feel about Tristan. Obviously, we don't even need to get into it. But again, I hope Khloe just stays on her path, doesn't let anyone get into her head, and honestly, like you guys said, is just continuing on keeping the focus on her and her kids. Zachary said, how do we feel about Lamar? I mean, you guys know I do have a soft spot for Lamar because, and let me clarify, I know Lamar was not faithful to Khloe and he put Khloe through the mother effing ringer, okay? No doubts about that. However, the difference between Lamar and Tristan is Lamar fully owned up to everything he did. He put it out there. He honestly shared maybe even more than Khloe would want him to share about what he put her through. He has apologized. He's owned up to it. He has been fully transparent. And he has made active changes in becoming a better person. However, having said all of that, I don't think that they'll ever get back together. I don't think Khloe would ever give Lamar another chance, but I can at least appreciate that he has done a 180 and he has changed. You know what I mean? And so that I at least have to give him props for, but I don't think that they'll ever get back together. I don't think so. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco tea because I know that you all have been waiting for it. Gigi's here, still love Lamar, but I didn't have to live with it. That's how I feel too. You know what I mean? Like, easy for me to sit here and be like, oh my God, I live, laugh, love Lamar now. I'm sure after all that Khloe went through, like, they have a respect for one another, they love one another, but they can't get romantic again. You know what I mean? I get that. Yes, we're still doing the House of Hill Fitness Challenge. We still talk, I said what I said / on Sirius. We have a little side chat in our House of Hill group chat where we all do our daily check-ins. But anyone who's not in the membership either, you know, we are still on our health challenge. It helps keep us accountable, moving our bodies, drinking water, eating healthier, and trying to stay in that positive mindset. You guys know I have another lake trip coming up, and I really want to feel good and confident and comfortable on that lake trip. So I will be really kicking my health challenge into high gear. I did it last week, and I'm trying to kick it into high gear again this week. But the Selena Gomez news. You guys, today is obviously Selena's birthday, which we love. Happy birthday to Selena. Let's get some crowns, some, confetti in the chat, all of that good stuff. Shout out to Sam, finally made it in alive. I'm an after watcher from Australia, 9:30 a.m. in Australia. That's amazing. And you guys, Benny Blanco had no problem showing our girl Selena some love publicly for her birthday, which you know we love to see. He posted a photo of them together when they were working on her music video, and then another photo of just her holding a teddy bear. He captioned the photo saying, I used to play a teddy bear in your music video, and now I get to be yours in real life. Happy B-Day, BB. I love you. Honestly, you guys, I love seeing somebody love Selena out loud. Oh, I said what I said. You can call me unserious. I'm trying to change it. Oh my gosh, don't change it. I just am so used to seeing you as unserious that when I said what I said, I'm always like, I said what I said. You don't have to change it. Just for me, I'm glad you don't mind if I still call you that because you're always going to be unserious to me. Kat said, happy birthday, Selena. We love you. We literally love Selena here. And we also are loving her have somebody that gives us Travis Kelce energy. Really quick, I do want to address this because I got a comment on one of my videos that said, Madison, I'm so disappointed in you that, you know, you claim to be unbiased, but you've not addressed these allegations about Benny Blanco. You guys know I have addressed this. There is a conspiracy theory online about Benny Blanco posting inappropriate photos of kids. I have not seen, that is a massive allegation to make against somebody, A. I'm not making that accusation against someone unless there is like 1000% truth. We have authorities telling us this is a thing. We have people saying, like, that is an allegation that is so serious. I am not going to listen to conspiracy theorists on TikTok and go with that theory, okay? So I know some of you are like, wait, what? He posted, to my knowledge, he posted photos of his nephew that were harmless photos. That's what I've seen. Him playing with his nephews in the yard, okay? Jelena, there is a huge sub-community on YouTube, TikTok, not huge, but big enough that people have come for me and said, why aren't you addressing this? I'm not addressing it because it's not substantiated, okay? Again, I do take this platform seriously. You guys know that's why I don't really give into blind items very much. If we talk about conspiracy theories, we make it very clear it's a conspiracy theory, and we talk about the different, you know, thoughts behind it, whatever. Again, until an authority figure says this is what's happening, you cannot believe everything you watch. You cannot believe all of these wormholes. People can take something and make it look like something that it's not, okay? So I will not be feeding into that until I'm just not going to feed into that. So I wanted to address that because people have come for me and said this, and again, that is a very serious thing and something I don't take lightly. I obviously would never condone anything like that. Me not addressing that don't take that as me condoning any sort of inappropriate behavior. I don't talk about something like that unless it is substantiated and 1000% legit, you know? We don't have to wait for authorities, Noelia, but we don't have to wait for authorities, but I'm just saying more substantiated claims than, you know, people diving in. There's a lot of conspiracy theories that just don't deserve our time. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel about it. I wanted to address it, and there we go. So that's how I feel. And I don't believe he has a child. Okay, yeah, more evidence, Noelia. So that's how I feel. Hi, Sam, I'm happy you tuned in. And I just wanted to address that. And to Victoria's point, allegations like this ruin lives. Nobody should be throwing them around. People who do are not only hurting the accused, but also hurting alleged victims of the people. Thank you. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? No. So that's where I stand on that, and I just wanted to address it. Back to being happy about Selena's birthday. I'm so happy it's Selena's birthday. I think it's amazing. I feel like she's going into this new year of life in such an incredible place. Obviously nominated for an Emmy, finally getting the recognition she deserves for Amelia Perez. She was awarded in Cannes. Has the love of somebody who loves her out loud and unapologetically, which I feel like she has not had in a really long time. And I am choosing to see this as a positive thing. I'm choosing to believe this as a good thing. Oh yes, sorry, unserious. Can you talk about Taylor Swift hockey bro allegations? I have not seen Taylor Swift hockey bro accusations. Are they saying that Taylor cheated on Travis with somebody who plays hockey? If so, I would not be surprised by that. And also, is that something that's on TikTok? Or where are we seeing this? I have not seen any Taylor Swift hockey bro allegations. But let me know where you're seeing them. I personally have not seen them. So I'm sorry I missed that. Yeah, let me know where you're seeing that because I haven't seen that. But yeah, I'm happy for Selena. Oh, it's a handle. He's a streamer. He's lost. I literally, it's not that I've lost trust. I mean, you guys know, I think what sets me apart from other content creators, tea people, is I did go to journalism school. I have a journalism degree. And so I think that's why I'm a little more careful when it comes to talking about certain things, because you have to be able to sift through it. And a lot of people post up on social media in order to just enter the conversation, whether it's true, untrue. People just love to post videos and talk about random things. So, and some of those things can be damaging. So I think for me, I really am just more careful. You know what I mean? I see now I know who you guys are talking about. Yes, because Crimson Rose has posted some of the videos about this in our Discord group chat. Now it's all coming to me. Sorry, you guys. I have so many tabs open up here. The streamer who was streaming her concerts and now accusations have been made against him. His real name is Kevin. I saw people talking about the allegations against him in our group chat. Absolutely sick, disgusting, twisted. Ew. Again, like I said, I don't know anyone who would condone that. Like, that's sick. You know, I mean, that's literally disgusting. Yeah, I have no other thought beyond that. I don't even think I need to elaborate. He's deleted all of his stuff. I know, people have called him out, as he should be. Disgusting. Absolutely sick. Again, that kind of behavior, sick. Sick, sick, sick. I mean, absolutely gross. Yeah. No. But I saw someone say, Sam said, we usually don't talk about negative stuff anyway. Sometimes I do try to keep it lighter, but I mean, we have to address things that people are talking about. But you're right, Sam. I do try to keep it lighter. But again, I don't condone any gross, inappropriate, illegal behavior, obviously. And I agree. Let's go ahead and move on. I'm happy for Selena. I think it's great that she's with Benny Blanco. I was going to tell you guys too. I don't know if you guys saw this, but an old selfie that Justin Bieber posted of him and Selena from like 10 years ago was resurfacing on people's feeds this weekend. It was like coming up as a new post. And there was some sort of glitch in the system and Instagram started resharing it again. So Justin Bieber deleted the old selfie. But yeah, Instagram was trying to be messy with the Jelena shippers this weekend and start putting the old selfie that Justin posted 10 plus years ago back on people's feeds like it was a new post. So we had to delete it. Yeah, crazy. It was like an old Instagram selfie of them where he was calling her, he was like, my baby. And I think it's the new notes function, Miss Jackie X, you're right. It like pushed it to the top of people's feeds. And so it's now been deleted. Everyone was freaking out seeing that come up as a new post. I saw so many memes that was like, Instagram, you're so messy for this. And I was like, Instagram really is so messy for this. Married now. Again, Selena's with Benny, thriving, could not be happier. And Justin and Haley are thriving, could not be happier, but so messy that happened. Cass, so Instagram released this new like notes feature where you can leave notes. And I think because people were going back and leaving notes on his old posts, somehow something messed up in the algorithm and it pushed it to the top. It was definitely a pure coincidence, like accidental thing. But that happened this weekend, and so he deleted the selfie, which, like, as he should. You know? Probably for the best, because we know that Jelena shippers, I know it's crazy to us, but people who love Jelena still exist, and saying those things, you know, obviously are not good. Jerry, no. You said you wouldn't be surprised if Taylor, no. I said I wouldn't be surprised if that rumor was out there. Not that it happened. I wouldn't be surprised that someone was making up a rumor. Sorry, Jerry, if that wasn't clear. I don't think there's any infidelity in Taylor and Travis. I was saying I wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't a rumor, because people are always saying ish about Taylor and Travis. People are always saying ish about Selena and Benny. Pretty much any couple who is out there happy and public with their happiness, people are going to always have to say something. Okay, let's go ahead, you guys, and move on and get into this Justin and Hailey tea. Moving on from Selena to Justin and Hailey. Don't get mad that they both are on the rundown today. It just is how things happened. So we have a new report, you guys, from Life and Style magazine. A source shared that Justin and Hailey are all in when it comes to stepping into their role as parents. They're reportedly trying to spend as much time together as they can, while Justin is the one who is allegedly spearheading the search for the perfect nanny. This insider said, quote, he's super picky and wants someone who's spiritual, comes from a good background, and is willing to sign a non-disclosure agreement. Hailey's mom is on the record saying she's a natural-born mom, while the source said, quote, Justin has wanted to be a dad for as long as he can remember. They can't wait to welcome a little one of their own. Okay, guys, so I was giggling about this because, honestly, I think it's kind of funny that Justin's the one spearheading the nanny search. And also, the fact that they want, I mean, it's not out of bounds to have your employees sign an NDA. You know what I mean? A lot of celebrities have people sign an NDA, but it's just funny that, like, that's one of the necessary components. He's picky. He wants someone who's spiritual, comes from a good background, and willing to sign that NDA. I feel like they're probably going to hire somebody from their church, but that's just me. Just funny to me. The NDA part was funny. Again, I know it's not out of bounds. Celebrities have people sign them all day, but just funny that Justin is the one who allegedly is like big on that. But I do also think a good background, such as what Mary said. I don't know what that means, actually, Mary. I don't know what a good background means. I assume, like I said, I really think they'll probably hire somebody from their church. And also, true, Sam, good for him for being involved. It's a good sign. I also think, I know some people were even commenting on the article being like, why do they need a nanny? Why do celebrities need nannies? All of these things. We know Justin and Hailey are going to have a nanny, okay? Hailey is very busy. Justin also will probably need some assistance. So them having a nanny is not out of bounds. I'm sure they'll have probably multiple nannies. And at least he is, you know, taking an active role in figuring out who the nanny is and this woman who's going to be around their children. You guys, I don't know. Busy with what? John is being shady. I was trying to be nice. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we need the nanny so that way he can get back in the studio. I know Jelena would love that. She goes, actually, Jelena even said, Justin isn't even doing anything. But I'm just saying, maybe then, you know, he can get back in the studio and he's achieving his lifelong dream of becoming a dad. And the nanny will help him get back in there and start turning out some hits. Hopefully he doesn't give 2010 like Katy Perry. But you never know. I'm trying to be, that could be a thing. That could be a thing. Superstar Bella said, well, neither one of them comes from a good background. So what does that actually mean? I hope they don't hire Haley's sister. Oh my God, the tampon throwing girl. I forgot about that till you just brought it up. Jessica said, I'm sure most people would if they could afford it. Crimson Rose said, people who ask this question clearly don't have experience with kids. Kids take a whole village to raise, literally. Color said, wait till it gets down to the real having a kid. They won't know what hit him. Literally. Well, remember, Joy, he did just do that gig for $10 million. So they got some funds back. He just did the gig for $10 million. On Sirius said, I wish them nothing but the best. Abso-freaking-lutely. And then Sam said, if you are a first parent, no matter how many books you read, it would be so nice to have someone around who's done it before that isn't judging you as a parent without a nanny. I love when the parents weigh in because this is who should be weighing in here. I'm not a parent. The parent should. Cass said, I'd have a nanny if I could afford one. Then I wouldn't have to pay for daycare. And daycare is so expensive. Literally, T. I think we're all realistic here in the sense of a lot of times I think people, which let me preface, having money makes things so much easier for sure, obviously. But I also think all of us are really good at acknowledging, like, we're not going to shame somebody for getting a nanny. If you can afford it, I love that all the moms in the chat are like, more power to you. Doesn't make you less of a parent. It takes a village. Like, you guys are so realistic and I love it. Like, again, this is a no judgment zone. I love it. That is why you guys are iconic. Again, like I said, I think the positive here is, you know, at least Justin's taking an active role. And George, I don't think everything should be left to the nanny. You know what I mean? Obviously, you still have to take an active role. You're still the parent. But if they need a little help, it's a good thing. But also to Jelena's point, she's saying, sir, you're not doing anything. You've been waiting to be a dad. Now's your time. Also fair. The baby should be due somewhat soon-ish, according to timelines. Because remember, when she announced, she was already 6 months pregnant. So the baby, that's what the reports were saying. So the baby should be due here soon. Gypsy Rose's baby is due in January 2025. But Haley's baby should be due probably in the next month or so, if that first reported timeline is correct. The baby should be here soon. Also, I see you guys asking about the tampon throwing sister. Really quick, remember, this happened probably a couple months ago. Haley's older sister was arrested. Oh, I feel like she was in Atlanta. She was somewhere in the South. She was arrested because she was in a bar. She had been overserved, and I say overserved as a term for inebriated. She was not in her right state of mind. She was asked to use the staff bathroom and then wouldn't get out of the bathroom. And so when the bartender tried to ask her to leave and get her out of there, she allegedly threw a used tampon at the bartender, and so she was arrested. Absolutely disgusting and sick, and it is a story that clearly none of us have forgotten, because how can you? It's one of those things you read about and you're like, how is that possible? But she was arrested for that, and it is literally too much to handle. Too much to handle. That's not very Nepo baby of her. Not very Nepo baby of her. It was absolutely sick. Absolutely sick. Also, Canna Grandma said, tell Justin I'm available for the nanny position. Honestly, Canna Grandma, I feel like you have a shot. Both Canadian, good background, you know what I mean? Love it, love it, love it. Hannah said, I agree, it does take a village to raise a kid. My best friend has a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. And when I'm with my best friend, I'm always trying to help her with her little one. I love that, Hannah. Friends helping friends. Exactly. We love being aunties. Cassidy said, OMG, when you Google Haley Baldwin's sister, the first suggestion from Google is tampon. I'm dying. Never heard about this when it happened. Didn't even know she had a sister. That's so crazy. Yeah, it was a big story when it happened. We discussed it on here, and we were just all so, like, shook over that. Yeah, I don't think the sister is going to be the nanny. I think Justin would probably draw the line there. Absolutely sick. I cannot forget about that. Epic Turtle said, just a reminder that we're one of the only developed countries without maternity and paternity leave. Literally, Epic Turtle. We were just talking about that this weekend, actually. T. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead. Bella said the sister needs a nanny as well. Yes. Dave said it also came up. That is so funny. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and move on and get into this Taylor and Travis tea. So for all of my non-Tavis people, I get it. No harm, no foul. This is your time to go ahead and dip out. Please make sure you come hang out with us on Wednesday at 3:30 Pacific Standard Time. But for those of you who love Tavis tea, love hearing about Taylor and Travis, now let's go ahead and get into it. So you guys, we have a new report from People Magazine where a source shared that Travis's last few concerts with Taylor were, quote, bittersweet. This insider said Travis and Taylor, quote, knew their time together like this was coming to an end, and Travis made sure to spend every minute he could with Taylor. The source said now their schedules are both back to being busy again. They'll take any opportunity they can to spend time with one another. This insider said, quote, it's definitely tough to be apart, but they do everything they can to make it work and show up for each other. They're so in love and are very happy together. All their friends and family can see it. Also, you guys, for anyone who thinks Travis might be distracted from his time in the off season or from doing things like appearing on, Ryan Murphy's series and also filming the new game show, Are You Smarter Than a Celebrity? He is back to being focused on football. A separate source noted he is fully back in football mode and that his team and the Chiefs remain a top priority, because I know there are already people out there that are like, oh my God, Travis is going back to training camp. He's not in the right headspace. He was out gallivanting. He was out doing all these things. Football is still his main concern. The Chiefs are obviously still his priority. But guess what? He's a man who can do both. He can love and support his woman and travel Europe and do fun things all off season, and then also return and make football his priority and his team his priority. I love it. Marta said, now Tavis is a good couple. Tavis is a good couple. Abso-freaking-lutely. You guys know, obviously, I love them. I think this distance is going to be difficult for them in the sense of they've gotten so used to being around each other all the time that they're just going to have to readjust to being apart. But again, I think they're going to be fine. I think Crimson Rose said about something, I think this distance will seal the deal for Travis to pop the question sooner than he's planned to do. I also think this distance will confirm that, they are in it. They love each other. They are committed to making this work. I really think this time around is going to be the thing that seals the deal. I'm also laughing. Miley said it's going to be difficult for sure. It's going to be difficult for me for sure. Literally same. We've gotten so used to seeing them together and seeing all of these moments. It's going to be hard. JC said, oi, husband got home early and heard Madison's voice and rolled his eyes. Oh, he knows he came home just in time for the Tavis tea. But no, I genuinely think that this is going to seal the deal for them. And yes, I saw the mustache. I saw someone say, did you see that Travis's mustache has returned? Yes, the mustache has returned for football season. Maria asked me that, and honestly, I'm happy. Taylor understands the stash. She understands this has to be for a football season kind of thing, and we live for it. We understand it. I love that Betty said, even though I still don't like him for her, I respect him as a professional, and he knows what he's doing. He really is a professional, and again, I do think they make each other so happy. Even the source said they are in love. Everyone around them can see it. And I don't know. I think this is just going to seal the deal that these two are in it to win it. Their end game. I see you guys laughing about the stash. I am not a stash girly. Full transparency. I'm happy Travis's stash is back because the stash means football season and the stash means we're going to another Super Bowl. But I personally, on my men, do not love a stash. But you know what? Travis has to do what Travis has to do. And again, Taylor understands this is a football situation. And when football is over, we will no longer have the stash. But I do have to be honest with you guys. I historically am not a mustache girly. Never have been, never will be. But like Cass said, I like the commitment, and that's how I feel. You know what I mean? He's got to do what he's got to do. Cass said, why did I see a headline that Taylor proposed to Travis on tour? I didn't read it because I knew you would give any tea about this. And yes, the stash is back. Cass, I'm dying. I'm dying. Even this weekend, Cass, to your point. Mama Hill brought it up to me. She's like, oh my God. She's like, now that all of these like crazy outlets like the Inquirer are doing reports about like Taylor and Travis. And she's like, I hope the noise doesn't get to them and they can keep it separate. And we were all having an in-depth discussion at my parents' pool about this. To your point, Cass, of like, I don't think they listened to those reports. No way Taylor would propose to Travis. You know what I mean? Absolutely no way. I do think she is traditional in that sense. Like, she wants him to get down on one knee. She wants him to pop the question. No way. No way, Jose. But I do think there are going to be even more rumors about them and the engagement and all of that, which obviously we all know we want them to get engaged on their own time. We don't want them to feel too much pressure. But when that time comes, we will be living for it. We will be so stoked. So stoked. Gigi said maybe sashes to keep other women at a minimum. Gigi, fair point. Miss Heather said, hey guys, I've been running errands all day because of my surgery tomorrow. I have to cut it now. Much love. Miss Heather, we are all sending you positive vibes as you go into surgery tomorrow. We will be here whenever you are healed and can tune in. Hopefully you'll be able to tune in Wednesday and let us know how it went. Let us know that everything went okay. We are sending you so much love. I also saw somebody ask, how do I join the membership? It was Shailene. Shailene, you just go to my channel homepage, and right next to the subscribe button, you'll see the join button. You do have to be on a computer. If you're on a phone, I posted a YouTube short on how to join from your phone. So just go check out my YouTube shorts and you'll see it. But definitely join the membership. It is so much fun, and you'll get access to our members only live tomorrow at noon Pacific Standard Time. But yeah, I don't think Taylor would propose. You're right, Cass. No, she wouldn't. I think that I also think Travis would want that moment for himself. Like, Travis strikes me as a man who has thought about the proposal, thought about what he wants to do. I think Travis would want that moment for himself too. I think he wants Taylor to feel special. He wants her to feel like the prize. He knows that nobody has treated her as she should be until him, really. And so I think he'll want to do that. Tamara said, Madison, my husband and I are about to have a date night. I'm super excited. Love him so much. Tamara, have the best date night with your mans. I'm excited for you. Lori said the proposal thing was due to her surprise song, Paper Rings and Stay, Stay, Stay. And I mean, I guess that, again, I feel like her mashups have made it very clear where she stands. You know what I mean? Her mashups have made it very clear she's in love. Girl has publicly professed her love for this man through her mashups. We also, she's done, think of when she did the So High School mashup with Begin Again and Mary's Song. That, again, to me was, her professing her commitment to Travis Kelce. And obviously, again, with Paper Rings and Stay, 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 I think she has been using those mashups just to make it crystal clear to everyone who still doubts this relationship. I am in love with this man. We're the real deal. We're serious. And anyone who disagrees with it, I literally don't care. That's what she's saying. That is what she is saying to us. She is saying, I'm down bad. Also, she is saying, I literally don't care what anyone has to say because I'm in it to win it with this man. Victoria said, I feel like Travis would plan it out extensively, but keep it between them. I agree. Sam said, oh, he is so extra. He definitely wants to do that. He definitely wants to be the one to propose, and he already has a big elaborate plan. It's going to be just for them, but big. I agree. I think he absolutely is going to want to just take her breath away with the proposal, which I love. Kenzie said, Taylor and Travis have careers besides sticking into each other's. Couples go through this and they, not the first to be separated though, people can't deal. Oh, yes, they're not the first ones to have careers and go through this, and they're going to be fine. Even though it sounds like you're not the biggest fan of them, but I think they're going to be fine even though they're not together all the time. I think they're going to be completely okay. The Kelces really are doing it all, truly. I love them. Obviously, you guys know I also love Jason and Kylie too. But yeah, so positive Tavis T. Again, I think this time apart, they're going to survive it. Everything's going to be good. Everything's going to be Gucci. And yeah, you guys, that's all I have for you on this happy hour hang. I feel like we went through a lot of topics on this happy hour hang. We talked about Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, Fire Rose and Billy Ray, Ben Affleck and J-Lo, Katy Perry, Chris and Chloe, Selena and Benny. We addressed conspiracy theories. We talked about Justin and Haley, Taylor and Travis. I mean, we really got into all of the nitty-gritty tea. Hi, Nona. I'm sorry you're late. You are totally fine, but I'm happy you're home from work safely. Now you can relax and chill and just have an evening to yourself. Definitely rewind, catch up on the tea. You guys, thank you. Odell's brother won Love Island USA. Love that. Cordell, I do know his name. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out with me on this Monday. If you're here and you haven't already, please like this video. Nicole, I'm so happy you enjoyed your first live. I hope you'll be back on Wednesday at 3:30 Pacific Standard Time. Come hang out with us. We'll do it all over again. You guys, also, like I said, if you want to join the membership, please go ahead and do so. You know, my goal is to hit 200 members. You just join with my channel homepage. Very easy. You get access to the members only live, members only video, group chat, all of the good stuff. Your name is highlighted. I'm on my tablet. Yes. Okay, Shaylin, you should be able to do it from your tablet. Also, you guys, make sure you're following me on Instagram. And if you have TikTok, you know, I've been going live on there daily as well. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for always being incredible, having the conversations that we have, getting into the tea, being there for one another. You guys are truly the best. I'm so lucky to have you guys. I love you all. Have a fantastic rest of your evening. And Pinky promise me, I'll see you on Wednesday at 3:30 Pacific Standard Time. I love you all. Bye, guys.